Hello, welcome back. Tonight I would love to touch upon the book of Vapula. It is a grimoire that I have written and published on Amazon, and it is a very beautiful book, Vapula. It's always to say, when I started to write the book, I had a title, I knew the subject, and I had no idea where the book would go. I let the spirit of him to show me things, and I will see the shadow move very fast. I want to say, not even knowing that it's there, entering different places, looking at people, trying to read their language or understand their thoughts. And I was not sure what exactly Vapula was looking for. And they say, Vapula is a spirit that always travels, and say, you can only get close to him if you move the same way as him. And that element of the shadow of Vapula, that element of the madness or delirium that he is, it seems a frenetic chase that one doesn't understand what exactly he's looking for, but he doesn't have even time to express or to take time to answer, because he is on a mission. He has the he's following his own travel or road, of course. So it is nothing wrong that Vapula does. Vapula is a spirit of freedom, a spirit of highly intelligence. At the same time, all the qualities or the emotions that Vapula carries, which are many, and I will touch upon through these recordings where I talk about the book, but the recordings are to go deeper into the meaning of the book or understanding the character. And Vapula is, what is a character? It is something that I can somehow define or categorize, but that would be not correct, because Vapula, as I said, is a spirit of freedom. So my approach, even unconscious, me thinking now, before even that time I didn't, I had the right approach of the first contact or the first understanding, how I reached to that point of of that question, what he's looking for. And then the answer came very fast. I was seeing him sitting down. Vapula is a very beautiful man with dark hair, represents the raven, the power of the raven, of the darker spirits. And the darker spirits are the spirits of the night, are the spirits of the even Vapula get lost in the words and get lost in the feeling, because the intensity of his love or the intensity of his search for a specific thing or person, as I said, the search was interesting from that point of what it was the search for, So Vapula says it was about his beloved Akhara, which is the woman that they have taken away from him. So he is searching for her, is looking for her. And then I had this aha moment and said, it was this feeling of strong love and passion, adoration. Every little word I say, it is still too little to express the intensity of emotion of Vapula when it comes to his beloved Akhara. And he speaks very much in the book about this and they have tried to offer me this, they have tried to make me forget about her, they have tried to give me other things, they have tried to give me power, or put me on a throne, or give me this, but I refused all. He is on the search, he only wants Akhara. Nothing, he doesn't even allow different thought that can take her away from him. The memory that he has for her is very precious, and he tries to find, that's what the travel of Vapula is, with one single goal only, is to find his beloved Akhara. And he's willing to go through any stage of desperation, very intense love, feelings. No, it is about intense love, but a love that it is not written in this world. Vapula, it is not from this world. Vapula is a being that has traveled in search for his beloved Akhara. But this has a lot of meaning, because that word travel, includes many things that Vapula, of course, has seen, and the ability of him of reading in the dark, or reading something that is not there. Say, well, I feel her in the wind. I feel her touch around me. He feels her as alive. So he refuses to accept that she is gone. That's why he says, I will find her, because she is not gone. And in any place where she may hide, by will or by choice, or anything that stays between me and her, I will destroy. So Vapula is very ferocious in this love. He lets that madness of that delirium, of that intensity of love that he so much craves and cherish in his beloved Akhara, and he doesn't want that part of him ever die. That will say that he will have to accept to forget her, and Vapula will never forget his beloved Akhara. Nothing will suit him, nothing will make him think otherwise. And that intensity comes through the book, through his words, in very poetic, very beautiful form. It is a celebration of love, but a love that has the power of not forgettiveness, to not forget nothing about that love, to not forget not even a touch, not even a glimpse, to keep everything, even if it's madness, even if anyone will tell you, forget about it, move to this, or here I have this, or come, let's do this. They have tried all tricks and rules on Vapula to make him forget, to make him lose this battle or lose his hope. He said, Vapula said, I will never ever lose hope. I will never ever lose memory. I will never ever lose love. I will never ever lose, and so on and so forth. So it is through that moment of Vapula realizing the truth of his being, of his search, that it is even a higher meaning than his love, but it is the higher meaning of his Akhara, his woman. And then we can go even in the description of the names, which we will see have a lot of synchronicity and synonymity between the Akhara and Vapula, even if they sound very different. But going back to Vapula, so he lives in that madness, he lives in that delirium. He says, oh delirium, what a sweet embrace, never leave me, never, he pleads for that, because that's the true feeling, the true raw feeling, the true love that he carries for her. He cannot pretend, he cannot see otherwise. The only moment of escape of him is through this search, and say, well, I will search for her in every book, in every building, in every whisper, in every eye, in every soul. I will look for her everywhere until I will find her. That it is his testimony in front of everyone, in front of any God, in front of any power. As I said, Vapula has one goal only, and that is that power, that intensity of love, of not giving up, of, we say, well, accept the loss. No, never. Vapula says, I cannot accept what was never lost, because the feeling he has of her, it's so intense and real that he only wants to live there until he will find her. So even he travels, his thoughts only are of Akhara. Everything translates into her name. Everything flows into her name. So that's the thing that Vapula hopes that will bring him or her to him. That it is the goal of the book, or the expression of that love, to say, well, Vapula cannot lose because he doesn't accept defeat. No one can tell him otherwise. No one can prove him otherwise. And it is correct. So as I say, Vapula is always correct. And say, well, it is correct for him to feel love that way, even if we think, but it's madness. And say, well, yes, love is madness. Love is oblivion. The oblivion part of memory, of not forgetting or forgetting. To say, well, memories fade, but That's the power of Vapula. He says, no, nothing fades. I will create that intensity. I will create that longing and that madness and that delirium so strong and so powerful that I will feel her. I will have her here with me. And this repeats very much throughout the book. So the entire book is a form of his feeling of that intensity through different words and beautiful verses created. The book is written in verse, so it moves very beautifully. It flies, no? It has very nice flow, but the intensity of the feeling, there is some type of antigoneza, contradictory. We say first we have the love, but then we have the intensity of love, then it goes into the madness, it goes into the delirium. It's like you see Vapula, his eyes in delirium, thinking of her. That's the amount of love and desire he has for her. It did bring him to madness. You say there is nothing else, I cannot control those aspects, but he does this willingly. This is one aspect of Vapula. The other aspect is a very say like a shadow. Say that he is a protector. Vapula is a protector. So while he moves in the shadows and he's able to read human or any type, even through the birds or the sounds, everything what he wants to know in a very fast way, you know. So he is a master of illusion in the meaning of the physical form, but say when one is taken by such a strong love, one forgets about his own body almost. No, say it is a form of delirium where even the body is under a form of trance, and say, well, my thoughts, my intensity of love, of desire, of madness, of delirium, you know, it repeats many times throughout the book. He always goes back to this feeling because this is the feeling that brings him closer to her. And going back to the names, we have Vapula in the Grimoire of King Solomon Ars Goetia. He is a spirit from there. And Vapula, you know, I didn't expect when I wrote the book to be so beautiful and so romantic and so true. It is such a gift of Vapula to give us the truth in such a delicate and beautiful form of his antigonesis or his different characteristics that he carries with such a precision and such a love and such a mastership or master mind. He has a master mind, a master spirit, and he is devoted to his Akhara. And the names we have Vapula, and it is formed in three Vapula in three different parts, and then you have her name Akhara, which is the same Akhara. So they say, well, his name starts with V. It's the number 5. It is the number of victory. So we know that he is always victorious. And then we have the A that repeats in the end. It's a Spiegelung. It's a mirroring of the name. Vap, and then the P in the middle, and then the U. No, it translates like a where we have consonant, vocal, consonant, vocal, consonant, vocal. And at Akhara, it opens with the A, so she's very open, no? Like that form of love, she represents the love. Akhara, it's almost ask, where are you? It is a form of longing. Say, Akhara. One's here, one's there. It is represents some type of movement, but a delicate form of movement. The same way the name Vapula is very delicate, no? It's almost like a flower that blooms, but not too strong. It is a control type. Say like the flower is bloom, but not totally. No, let's say that time is on his side. Vapula will not stop until he finds Akhara, no? So it's almost to say, even the other aspects that one try to create around Vapula or the story, he is almost to say in such adoration. He doesn't go away from that feeling of her. He never permits himself to constrain himself from her name. He likes to hear her name. He likes to repeat her name. He likes to talk about her, to describe the ways he will find her, the way he will save her, the way he will, that's so beautiful verses where he transports that emotion into the words and says, if they have taken you away from me, Akhara, and they promised you faked something, or they made you forget in the pages of oblivion, or you have descended somewhere where I cannot reach, this difficulty of him not knowing where she is, and then understanding what are the things that he will do, and he's able, and he will prepare himself to do just to find her. So that's the book of Vapula that creates this space of very strong being of Vapula, very strong power in that feeling, and then the absence of her. It's the opposite, very contradictory. It's like the strong love I feel, and then her absence. Of course, it brings him to delirium. Say, I see her, I feel I am in this high love for her, but she is not here, she is absent. So he tries to find her. And then the books goes through the travel or the story of the book, how it continues, how it moves through that search of Vapula for his beloved, and all the places that he has gone or he has been, and what happened there, and how he mastered, how he I see the number vince from number 5, that's is the name Vapula, to Italian vinci, to win. Vin at the same time. Now wine, it represents the element of the madness, of that almost like when you're high with high fever, or you are in delirium, you are not thinking straight anymore, you have crossed the barrier of normal thought. No, it is an obsession, a delirium that he craves and wants to take upon him for his beloved Akhara. And it is very similar to the names, because they have the P Vapula in the beginning, Akhara. It's a stop in the word Vapula, and Akhara. It almost like creates two words. It's like the most strong aspect of the character is in the middle, is in the in that essence of who they truly are. Finally, it's a celebration of who they truly are, of true dedication, or true love. Say, well, if love exists, then love is brave. Love doesn't give up. Love is a force that can open any door. It's an expression that brings freedom. It's the amor e la libertà, the love and the freedom. It's very connected to that aspect of the heart of amor, of love, amor, and then the aspect of Akhara. It is an ancient name for her. I was searching for her name, and I was choosing which one fits best, and so, well, this one, Akhara, So that's, you say, Vapula was giving me this information as well for the book. But the focus of the book is those elements that I have spoken now, that part of the delirium, the part of the obsession. But say, well, what is obsession, because if obsession is the true feeling of of emotion, that there is nothing weird about that, no? So Vapula is a winner through not giving up, through not deciding to give up, no? Because we say that before giving up, there is a deciding factor of giving up. Here, Vapula says no, never. And the book continues with his hope and longing that he has for her. And I have left a book in an open end type of book and say, well, of course Vapula will find her. Of course, this type of love will be rewarded. Akhara will be found, will be brought back to him, or he will find her. And that's like the message of the book. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed the description of the book. If you are interested in the story or you want to have the book for yourself, you can check Amazon or the link in the description box, and there you can order it. It has a very beautiful cover with the face, the character of Vapula as I have seen him in that vision, and his eyes in this form of delirium, of that strong emotion, of passion, of love, of desire, of longing, no, of the of the madness aspect of love. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, bye.